It's number 2 on Random Suggestions Week. This one was suggested by none other than Swede King himself, which, Joe?
The King of Sweden. This is his right here.
He gave us this lovely official YouTube plaque.
Swedish official.
Swedish official. It's for passing 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. The King of Sweden sent us this in the mail. Look, that's me and Joe. You can tell. And then we got a little moose down here. If you're unfamiliar with the moose lore, you got to join the live stream, and you'll get it. You'll pick it up.
So this is an official, real, fake Swedish.
Very official, very real, very custom made.
Yeah,
sent by the King of Sweden himself. So yeah,
we'll
be doing a lot of that, pulling that off the wall and showing it off.
Yeah,
and we got Mojo
Lady.
Hear
Me
song.
Tonight.
I don't know if I know this one, but here we go. Oh, yeah, I know this one.
Yeah. Okay, where are they?
I know. I was for sure thinking we were in Europe, but then I saw line dancing, and I thought,
well, their money was not American. So, and neither the license plates or the words on the wall. So, like, obviously, it's not the United States. But I just want to say, this video, besides the look of the money and the words on the wall, it feels very like where we kind of grew up.
Right.
Like an event like this, a bar like that.
Late 90s where we grew up, for sure.
Yeah, just the look and feel that like junk, that kind of car mechanic they bought the car from. Like all that just feels like home.
The trees and the grass. Yeah, let's open it up to the audience here. Let us know in the comments. Is this my question for the Europeans that are watching. Is line dancing a thing over there?
Yeah, what the heck is that about?
I thought that was just like an American thing that people with cowboy hats.
Well, here comes you Americans think everything is about you.
Yeah, that's true. And I do. To be fair, I do. I think everything's about me here.
Yes.
In this country.
Especially Mike's Americanness. It's about him. But you know what? Hey, maybe we're not so different after all. Although we never line danced once in our lives. So
I just saw people doing it and thought, not for me.
Yeah, definitely did that. Yeah. So yeah, I want to know about that. I mean, they're not in England. All the words weren't in English, besides the words on their shirts.
Right.
But the words like at the car mechanic place, those are in a different language.
Yeah, I'm curious about this.
So many questions now.
And I want to know, is any one of these people in the group?
Yeah, I'm actually
Or any
not sure
one of
about
them
that
in
either.
Mojo, or maybe all three?
The singer sounds like he has an accent.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't you see? You're my delight. Lady, I just feel like I won't get you out of my mind. I feel love for the first time, and I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes. Give me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right.
That was a fun, cute music video. It got a little steamy there in the shower, didn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it did. Those darn tootin' youths getting all crazy.
Those horned up youths.
Sneaking into a motel.
What do they call it? Twirly youths, Joe.
Ah, they're twirly.
Those dang youths.
Oh.
Stealing from the motels.
Now that we're in our 30s, we can call them youths.
Youths. Yeah, we're no longer youths. So, you know, the first time I heard the song was like in a Target or something, and I was thinking maybe like late 2000s, early 2010s, but I'm thinking this might be from the 90s now. What do you think, Joe?
I couldn't call it. 2000.
Okay, because I mean, this video looks right around then.
And it didn't look. This video looked like it's from 2000. It didn't look like it was a video made in 2011. Set in 2000.
Correct. I agree.
It looked like a legitimate 2000.
All right. They are a musical duo, Mojo, and they are French.
Is it the boys?
I don't know. It doesn't look like them, no.
So it seems these are just actors. Well, if that's a new photo, this is 20 years. It's 24 years old.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Dang, he gets smashed by that bottle. You know, that even lines up even more to where we grew up.
I know.
Kind of some angry townies freaking out. Hey, get the hell out of here. Hey, kids, come on. We don't like your music.
Man, nothing like throwing a bottle and watching it smash.
Ugh, especially if you throw it at a person.
Boom, boom, boom. All right. Well,
I wouldn't recommend it.
This song is really popular. 300 million views. I
don't blame him. It's a great song. It is just wonderful to have on. Baby.
So I wonder if this is the French countryside.
Ooh, yeah. I was
countryside.
I was gonna guess that the words on the buildings were French, but I didn't want to be ridiculed and wrong.
Ridiculed.
But you know what? That's just part of life on the web.
Life on the web, you will be criticized, ridiculed, torn down, and beaten
and
up,
then
right?
sometimes built back up.
Sometimes from our good friends,
the Moose Gang.
Yeah, shout out Moose Gang. Sweet
King, the king of the Moose Gang.
That's right.
As well as the King of Sweden.
King of Sweden himself. This song was great. It's got such a it sounds very French. It's got that Daft Punk kind of feeling.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting to connect them. What a great time for music, that early 2000s dance music.
It's nice.
Daft Punk,
it's cool.
Modjo.
Just sampling some like old records to make awesome sounds. And you know,
so is that the implication? Is that they didn't sing that?
Who?
I mean, you said sampling. I mean that.
No. I think that's them singing.
Yeah.
But I think maybe a lot of the instruments could be sampled.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. But I think that's where this kind of sound came from, was sampling old records and like mashing up guitars and like different bass parts and stuff, putting it over like a slower beat. Like,
I see.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. They could have played it all. It's just like that's just the style. I love when, you just throw some youths having a good time, being mischievous, just doing whatever, smashing up bottles.
I want to know if there's anyone in here who was like 18 at this time and they saw this video and they were like, oh, hell yeah, let's get wild, huh? Let's just get in a car, light up some cigarettes, and in the cigarette lighter, which I saw in this video, which is awesome.
Well, Joe, the French.
Yeah, that's right. Cigarettes
smoke
are more
them if you
popular
got
in
them.
France. Well, then they are here in Southern California.
I watch a video like this. Well, in the 2000s, people were ripping cigs all over this country.
That's correct.
Ripping them in the Denny's. Smoking
wild.
section of Denny's.
Yeah, I that's a question. In your country or wherever you're from, doesn't necessarily have to be a different country in this, does it feel like smoking is still really common? Because I almost never see someone actually smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, it's very rare here.
Yeah. I mean, no one I know smokes cigarettes. Like no one I spend time with on a day-to-day basis smokes cigarettes, but I never see like outside of a bar, there's not it doesn't even smell like cigarettes in like the entertainment district of San Diego. It doesn't even smell like cigarettes outside.
When I was in high school, like playing shows in clubs or just going to bars at like 18, 19, like cigarettes everywhere.
Everywhere. All your clothes would stink after like 1 hour in the patio area.
The last experience I had like that was when I went to China. Because they'll still rip in cigarettes there.
Inside?
No, they're not supposed to. Okay. But I did.
You saw a little bit of it.
I saw a little bit of it. We were in like this little indoor market thing, and this guy was fixing a computer, and he just had his little stand, and he's just ripping a cig. Did not care. Completely inside.
Yeah.
And then like one guy at a venue that we played smoked a cigarette in the bathroom. Even though there was like no smoking signs.
That's crazy.
He just didn't. He worked there, so he.
The closest, he's the one who's gonna make himself in trouble.
Yeah.
The closest we got to like cigarettes being that like ubiquitous, being like inside and stuff like that was we still remember smoking sections.
Oh yeah.
In New York when we grew up,
there
were still smoking sections at Friendly's. It's the only restaurant we went to go eat at.
And they had a smoking
when our grandma
section.
visited, and we would go to Friendly's, and there was a smoking section. Or smoking hotel rooms.
Oh,
I think I've stayed in one.
Terrible. Anyways, when I'm looking at this video, and I'm thinking, okay, 2000, we're not so different after all. Those are the kind of clothes we were wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't as old as these kids were in 2000, but I'm thinking about the older kids. This is what they looked like. This is what they did.
This is what our older cousins looked like. Yeah. Our older brother.
Probably smashing up bottles, throwing toilet paper on houses.
Baby.
They call it TPing.
Toilet
paper.
Egging people's houses.
Oh, you gotta egg a house.
Like smashing a mailbox.
You gotta smash up a couple mailboxes.
Yeah, I want to know from wherever you're from. This is another question. How many of you, is it a big thing to ride in cars, swerving close to a mailbox with a baseball bat and just bam?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be in a place that loves baseball.
Yeah. And, you can take some golf clubs.
You can use a golf club. You can use a crowbar.
I've seen some friends do some golf club action, some golf club destruction, I should say.
Yeah, but the golf club will, probably get bashed up a lot more than a baseball bat.
Yeah,
especially
the golf
an aluminum
club
one.
was used more on like lights, glass lights.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Sparks and like hot shards of glass flying through the air.
Yeah.
But
very electric and cool.
Exciting for that moment, and then you peel off in the car.
Yeah,
I never did any
or
of this.
youth shooting out people's windows with BB guns. That happened too.
Statute of limitations. I never did any of this.
That's true. Mike was never one of those
I
kids.
never saw any of this.
I also never drank, but until I was 21 years old.
On the first day. All right, thank you to Sweet King, and we'll see y'all in my favorite part of every week.
That's right.